Hi, everybody. I'm John Prost.
I love it.
Have you ever been somewhere so impressive you just say,
Wow, 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 wow. It's a big wow.
For me, that place is Cobo Center in Detroit.
Having a great time. This is Cobo.
Cobo has been an institution here in Detroit since 1960, and it's only gotten better. And who better to show me around than the general manager of the management company for Cobo? Claude Molinari.
Oh my God, they're closed. I suppose this will be another episode without any coffee, right?
From the history to the events to the impact, Cobo is a truly inspiring place. This is Coffee Break with John Prost.
You know, it's a big facility here.
Yes, well, it's the 17th largest convention center in North America.
17th largest, wow. Ain't that something? When you came to Detroit, things weren't nearly what they are now.
The transformation is
How many
almost
years
like
has
a
you been here?
180. So I got here in January of 2011.
And the whole city, the bankruptcy took place.
Right around the summer of 12 there.
So you were at the beginning of the renaissance of Detroit.
I landed at the perfect time.
You did?
I hit rock bottom and then we came up together.
Oh, it's amazing.
I mean, in this water, it's a little murky today,
Oh, this is so gorgeous.
but there's this beautiful, pure Michigan blue water.
Pure Michigan blue water.
Sometimes we've had a couple of clients ask like, "Do you dye the water this color? I can't believe this is like Caribbean water."
First of all, what brought you here?
Well, I was, previous 5 years, I was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, working for the convention center there. We managed the convention center and the arena in that town. And this opportunity came up, and actually Tom Connors, who was my mentor and really like a second father to me, and still is, he was coming back home to take on this project, and he felt like he really needed somebody with him as like a two-person job, and he asked me if I'd be interested. And I jumped at it. I mean, the chance to work with him was, like a dream come true again. I actually had a choice of between Detroit and Chicago, and I really wasn't sure how much of a difference we could make in Chicago. I thought it was more of a caretaker role, to be honest with you, whereas here in Detroit, I felt like you can't fall from the floor. There's nowhere to go but up.
That's a very good point.
This building was in such disrepair, but I also knew that they had great architects. And I'll be honest with you, the success of the city and the center has shocked me. Like, I had high expectations, but not like this.
Ryan, can you get a shot from down here? Well, I was walking by this thing and I'm looking and saying, oh my God, look at this. I mean, from up here. So when they put the money into this thing, this was because you couldn't see the river.
Not at all.
Fine, but you had one facility, you could see the water, that was about it.
Right.
But now, oh my God.
Oh, and I love being able to see it. And my favorite shot is when a huge tanker is coming east and the people mover is heading west.
Oh yeah.
And then we got a bunch of people running around. It's a great time.
Nothing like this anyplace else.
Not that I've seen.
No, there really isn't. What should we, now Ryan here with the, Ryan Nichols, our War Memorial executive who takes care of all the cameras and stuff.
Yes.
So what should we leave? We're in the conference room here near your office. What should we go see?
Probably let's go see the new ballroom. The ballroom is spectacular.
Okay.
We're turning over from one event to another, but it's a great room, and we might even see his dad working in the building.
Oh, this is so, yes, isn't that? Well, tell that he's in the union. And
his dad is an International Brotherhood of Teamsters worker here at Cobo. He's here all the time, helping to unload and load shows. You know, we have 400 different event days at Cobo, so sometimes we'll have 6, 7, 8 shows in a day, and it keeps his dad and that whole crew popping.
Oh, there he is.
What's up, my boy? Yes, we're setting up.
Look at the size of this.
You know, what's beautiful about this room is you can see like the red sconces that are lit up, and then in the ceiling you can see where we have the white lights and the pink lights. So these sconces can be lit in any color of the rainbow. Where I have Michigan State, it's green and white. If
Gotcha.
it's Michigan, it's the amazing blue. You know, these doors open up.
These two.
They close silently.
Huge.
And you can see over there in the picture of where that's where it's half open. Right now we're not letting the natural light in, but if we wanted to bathe the room in natural light, we open up the shades and then the whole room is beautiful. What's amazing, John, is we have a rigid chain motor stage lift. The lift can support 50,000 pounds. It's like when we do certain events, we can do a dramatic reveal. It comes rising out of the floor. When I need to change this room over, we can do probably about 75% of this room with one lift of the stage, as opposed to if we had to use a freight elevator, it might be 30 trips. So if you can't turn a room on time, you can't have the event. But now we're able to do that. And again, there's a lot of times when we're in that position.
See, no one sees this. That's, again, another reason I wanted to do this. Well, you're busy.
Yes.
So what's coming?
One thing that I'm really excited about is the U.S. First Robotics. It's a science, technology, engineering, and math conference. It was previously taking place in Houston, Texas. We grabbed it. It's going to be in Cobo Center this April for the next 3 years. The ITS America. We've also got the USA Volleyball Girls National Championships coming in the summer. The Society of Freshwater Services, another thing that's super important for this region with all our Great Lakes. Just recently, Alibaba, which is the Asian version of Amazon, was here for an event. And this summer we've got the National Association of Letter Carriers. We just grabbed an esports event and just a host of other events. You know, it's interesting, if I'm doing my job right, then the majority of the events that we're doing here are from people from outside of Southeast Michigan coming and spending their money in Southeast Michigan. But if we're taking people from all over the world and they're coming in and they're putting Michiganders to work and they're spending their money here in Southeast Michigan, that's really our great piece. So sometimes somebody say, "Oh, I don't do much at Cobo." It's like, you're not really supposed to. Like you're coming for the odd events, but we're really targeting the convention center's mission is to bring people from all across the world here, and that's really what we're focused on.
What are we to do? My God, you know. Let's go elsewhere. Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Every room has a TV screen on it so that it can be completely programmed for the event. You know, yesterday when it was the Comic-Con convention, it had all kinds of comic book, you know, this speaker at this time.
When you were growing up, did you have any idea that comic books would be a big deal?
I mean, they were when I was a kid.
I know,
but not like this.
Not like this. All of a sudden, everything's amazing.
We had 25,000 people here yesterday.
25 for this.
Yes.
My God.
They're all over the city, dressed in all kinds of costumes.
We saw that. I saw that with the paper.
And again, this building is truly amazing. You could not afford to build a building like this today. Many people don't remember this, but the original building was supposed to have a 45-story hotel on the roof where the parking is. And so the infrastructure, the strength of the building itself, the steel girders and all the cement and brick is unique to probably any convention center. We can hang things from the ceiling here that you just can't do anywhere else. If somebody wanted to take the auto show, they wouldn't be able to do the kind of displays that we do. Buildings aren't built this way anymore.
The auto show, we come to that, and we see the amount of money that has gone in to building that show. It's got to be millions. It's more every year.
Oh goodness, yes. And what's amazing for Cobo Center, when I first got here, the auto show was about 65% of our annual revenue. Since that time, we've taken on a lot more roles, so the amount of revenue that is drawn from the show is nearly double what we got then when we first started, but now it's less than 45% of our annual revenue. And that's for a show that takes on 3 months, so it's a quarter of our year.
Amazing.
But it's been really great that and it speaks to the sales effort. Even though the auto show is worth a lot more to us, in the overall scheme of things, it's less of our whole piece of the pie. And here's the open atrium.
Oh yes.
No, it's beautiful. I love this space. It's really lovely.
And this is all part of the renovation, because the renovation also took place in 1989. There was a renovation here also.
And that was about a $250 million renovation to add Hall A.
And then of course the arena was for the basketball.
Correct.
But then it went unused for years.
And you could see the outline of the old arena where it sort of cuts across. So this used to be the trash dock for the old arena. And
the trash dock.
Beautiful atrium space.
God, this is phenomenal here.
Seeing it this early, after the end of the week, all the air walls will open up and it'll be wide open all the way. There's another show in Wayne Hall starting in tomorrow.
Okay.
Mr. Bureau, who's our CEO and CFO, has just been so forward-thinking, looking at what's best for Cobo, not today, but for the future. Perception of Detroit has changed so much. And again, when I visited, I was home in New York this summer, and people were like, Detroit, oh my, hearing all this stuff about it, and I laugh. The New York Times and the Washington Post, I feel like they've pretty much adopted us. Every month they do some sort of op-ed about how great Detroit's food scene is or how great their culture scene is. And again, when you think about like the Detroit Institute of the Arts, we have so many amazing facilities. It's a great organization here, and we have 11 unions. I'm signatory to 11 union contracts here, and we have such great cooperation. And I think part of that too is the union leadership realized that there was hard times that they were dealing with. They took such a proactive and forward-looking approach that now they're one of the strengths of our building. And that's not always popular to hear, but I'm very proud to say that I'm thrilled to have partners like we have with the Teamsters and the stagehands and the electricians and the ironworkers and the SEIU and the carpenters and the food service workers unite here. They do such a great job, and their membership have really embraced. They've taken ownership of this building, which is so important. Which is great. And personally though, it means a lot to me. When we book a piece of business, we look at it and we say like it's going to use this amount of exhibit space or this amount of food, or it's going to do things, that also means jobs. So it's extremely important to us, and that's why we say to our sales team, make sure you answer those calls, that we're as aggressive as we can to book business, because it means jobs for people.
What have you,
matter what Detroit goes through, Cobo is still standing and will stand for years to come. Thanks for watching. This has been Coffee Break with John Prost.